Hello everyone and welcome to match day 4 of ESL Razer Think Fast League. Wolves 5 and who was it that weren't able to make it? Wolves 5 did not show up against Rise Gaming, so Rise Gaming takes a default win. Now we have Valhalla versus Team Arena. Getting right into the picks and bans. Bans were first ban was Tidehunter, and then Death Prophet, followed by Razor and Viper. First pick for Team Arena was Necrophos, a really interesting first pick, if you ask me. Necrophos is starting to see a rise in popularity. Ancient Apparition will be actually a really good counter to Necrophos and his healing ability. What Valhalla is going to have to worry about is that Reaper's Scythe, which adds the extra 30 seconds onto the death timer, and if it's upgraded with the Aghanim Scepter, you have no buyback. So we'll see what Valhalla chooses for his second pick, but I think Necrophos is actually a really good first pick to lead into if you are Team Arena. And yeah, so Valhalla go with the Brewmaster, who was not banned out in the first phase. Could be good, could be bad for Team Arena. Brewmaster is an extremely strong hero. In early and mid game and late, he kind of starts to taper off if he doesn't get a scepter. But if he has a good early and mid game, he shouldn't need to worry about going too late. And so Team Arena now go with the Skywrath Mage.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
And now their second ban. So I think that, I mean, I've seen both of these teams at work, and I can both say that, or I can say for both of them that they're pretty solid. Uh, I really like Valhalla's strategy with the early game aggression, and I really enjoy Team Arena's ability to work together and come up with interesting drafts that are rather unconventional but work. Very original. So Team Arena now ban out the puck. They don't want to get silenced, which were kept in one area, which I think is a very smart idea, with Ancient Apparitions, Ice Blast, and Brewmaster's split. Going on to the bans now for Valhalla, they go with Faceless Void. And now, just looking at right now, Team Arena is kind of squishy. Necrophos does have staying power with the, oh, what is it called? The Death Pulse. And is actually a pretty tanky hero if you build him that way. Uh, like if you go for a Rod of
10
Atos,
seconds remaining.
which I think would actually be a pretty good pickup for Team Arena, because Rod of Atos
5
really
seconds remaining.
synergizes well with Skywrath Mage and Concussive Shot and Necrophos as well.
Reserve
So a
time.
Rod of Atos would be a good pickup for them. In terms of Valhalla, you're probably going to see some very traditional play from them. Brewmaster going for the Blink Dagger, Ancient Apparition going a little bit more support items. Don't really see Ancient Apparition getting himself a Scepter unless he gets a really good laning stage. Team Arena now ban out silencers, so they're really not wanting to get silenced. You're probably Tidehunter they did ban out,
10
so I'm not sure
seconds
who they're gonna
remaining.
go for. With the silence, they could pick up a
5 seconds
Magnus.
remaining.
What they need to get are some stuns on the board. They could go with a Centaur, who is pretty
Reserve
well
time.
countered by Puck and Silencer, actually, because he has such a low mana pool, and Stampede is countered by Dream Coil. But I have seen Team Arena run a Timbersaw in the past, um, so they could be going for Timbersaw as well. Valhalla ban out Doom, which is probably what Team Arena are probably going to think about banning next, so I think the Valhalla did Team Arena a favor with that ban. So yeah, I think Team Arena might be thinking about going a Timbersaw because his slow stacks so well with Skywrath Mage, and if somebody picks up a Rod of Atos, I mean, that person will be moving at about 20% move speed, 80% reduced move speed.
10 seconds
So we'll see what
remaining.
Valhalla now picks for their third choice.
5
I'm thinking
seconds
someone
remaining.
like a Lich, Something cool.
Reserve time.
Pugno would be good to counter Skywrath Mage and Necrophos for that matter. Not sure if Valhalla are thinking about doing that. They might go for more kills. But we shall see. I think a Pugno would be a good choice here. Um, Someone that could really focus people down. Maybe a Jakiro would be a solid pick as well, just for the pushing ability. And so they go with a Centaur War Runner, and I think that's maybe what Team Arena wanted. So it could be a counter pick, like a deny pick from Valhalla. And now Team Arena's got to think about what their next move is. They need some stuns and they need some initiation. They banned out Puck. They pretty much the only initiation that is available right now that I think is viable
10
is
seconds remaining.
probably Magnus or I mean Clockwork not so much. You put a Clockwork on Brewmaster and he's just gonna split and run away. You put Hookshot on Centaur
Reserve
War
time.
Runner and he has return damage and a stun. So the Stampede isn't gonna do much to get him out of your cogs. But Centaur's not gonna die unless you have everyone there to follow it up. Ancient Apparition, yeah, you could jump on him, but you're gonna get ice blasted. And they go with the Earthshaker, which is going to be
5
good for
seconds.
the counter initiation. At least if you get a Stampede off, you can trap someone in there. There was a Bat Rider in the pool. I don't think Bat Rider would have been a good choice, at least right now. Maybe in another pick or two. But I think Earthshaker was a good choice. Not really so effective against the
10
Brewmaster,
seconds
but
remaining.
very good at if you can land his fissures correctly, disrupting
5
the enemy
seconds
team and
remaining.
splitting them up.
Reserve time.
And so Valhalla's going to sit on their reserve time, almost depleting it. I'm not sure what they can go. I mean, there's still Pugna, and they go with the Vengeful Spirit. I think they should go for the
Radiant
Pugna. That's
domination.
just my opinion. I want to see Pugna get chosen just because he would destroy Skywrath Mage. And he would actually do really well against Earthshaker. He's still in the pool. Maybe they're sitting on him as the last pick. You don't really see Pugna get picked a whole lot, if ever, in any of these games, which is sad. He's one of my favorites. I'm just gonna go ahead
10 seconds remaining.
and show my undying love for the Nether Ward man.
5 seconds
Team
remaining.
Arena, they have good initiation now. They just need good follow up.
Reserve time.
And who would be a pretty decent tri laner if they're gonna go for a tri laner? They can still pick Batrider, and they can still have Timbersaw if they wanted him. I think Batrider would be a better choice. Um, just because it works so well with Mystic Flare, and then you can follow up stun from Earthshaker. And if that person still isn't dead, you can Reaper Sight them, and then they will be dead. So I think a Batrider would be a smart pick. Vengeful Spirit, though, could swap that person out. I'm not really sure about the Venge choice. She's a good roamer, and maybe she was chosen to counter Skywrath Mage. Um, you could also go with the Clockwork just to synergize with the Mystic Flare as well. Anyone that can keep someone locked down. So Batrider or a Clockwork would be a good choice. And I don't really think Timbersaw is that great. So they go with Timbersaw. Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, they've run Timbersaw in the past. I'm not sure if it's really the best choice against Valhalla because they have Stampede and they have Nether Swap. So, and then there's a lot of magic damage as well. And Timbersaw is really good about,
10
or he's
seconds
really good
remaining.
against physical DPS and just right clickers because of his
5
reactive
seconds
armor
remaining.
and his innate tankiness.
Radiant
But
team ban.
there's just everything on Valhalla's side is explosive damage. You've got Ice Blast to set up into Thunderclap and then Double Edge and then Magic Missile. So there's no real right click there unless Brewmaster decides to build
Dire
tanky,
team pick.
or sorry, build carry. And Valhalla buying out, they ban out Phantom Assassin? Eh, I mean, they could have picked her, to be honest. But I think Valhalla should stick with their nuke damage and go with a Pugna. Go with a Pugna. That's a good choice. Listen to me from across the internet.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They're not gonna do it. And they have 10 seconds left on that reserve time. They go with Sven. So Sven was interesting. He's a good pick. He's got the nuke damage as well. They have so much stun for Valhalla. Look at all the stun that they have. They've got Magic Missile, they have Stormhammer, and they have War Stomp. Then they have slows in the form of Cold Feet. Cold Feet as well, if you can get a stun off on that, it's really good. And they have Thunderclap. So what does Team Arena have for a stun? They've got Reaper Scythe and Fissure. And then Earthshakers. Follow up Enchant Totem with Aftershock. I mean, Aftershock is a good stun, but you got to build into it. Typically, as Earthshaker, you don't get max Aftershock until like level 12 or 13, I think. So they go with the Gyro. And yeah, Gyro is going to be a good counter and a good carry because you can just kite Sven. But he is really squishy, and the last thing you want is to get attacked as a gyrocopter before you get like your butterfly. So we start off immediately go to a pause. So that means that we get to take the time to introduce our players. On the side of Valhalla, we've got Q14 playing our Centaur Warrunner. Paradox will be Brewmaster. Frankenstein will be taking over Ancient Apparition. Halfbot is on our Vengeful Spirit, and SG will be on our Sven. For Team Arena, we've got Kim Kardashian playing our Skywrath Mage Brigada on Necrophos. Showmeister will be our carry Gyrocopter. Dahaka is on our Earthshaker. And finally, Men of Flagon, previously Soul Stealer, on Timbersaw. So probably an offlane Timbersaw we're going to see with a tri-lane Necrophos. I don't know, actually. They could... Well, I'm not going to make any calls here because someone could go mid. We have a lot of mid heroes. We've got Necrophos, we've got Skywrath Mage, Gyrocopter, and even Timbersaw. For Valhalla, like I was saying, a much more traditional lineup. We got Paradox, probably going to go mid. We have a tri-lane with Halfbot, Frankenstein, and SG. Offlane is going to be Centaur. We have people drawing lines everywhere on Valhalla's side, doing some abstract art. Okay, guys, let's go right into the base. So that's going to be interesting. And so we have an all 5-man rotation from Valhalla coming down bottom. They're going to go right into the jungle. They might actually get a first blood here. We'll see if they have a smoke up. Yes, they do. Q14 leading the charge right into enemy territory. We've got... Actually, Paradox is going to be going in. And they're starting to ping out here. This could be trouble. This could be bad for Showmeister. He's gone in around the back, but now Dahaka is going to be the focus. He's running around trying to catch up with Kim Kardashian. Wards placed. All 5 are there. There's the Stormhammer right on Showmeister, and the Fissure blocks off everyone except for SG. And they're still chasing, but I think it could be too little too late. Yeah, too slow. So by that time, we've already got Team Arena hiding under their tier 1 tower, and Valhalla is just forced to back off. That was an excellent fissure from Dahaka. So against what I was saying, it looks like it is going to be a tri-lane with Showmeister and Dahaka, with Skywrath Mage bottom, who's probably going to be rotating around. Mid is actually Necrophos, so Brigada is on our Necrophos. That's going to be really interesting to watch against a mid Brewmaster. I think that Necrophos is actually going to be able to win this lane, but we have a lot of warding coming out from Valhalla, so we shall see. Men of Flagon on our Timbersaw should be alright against the Sven. He'll be able to out to at least live. He's not going to be getting much farm with Halfbot and Frankenstein just planking away at him. But I think Necrophos is really going to be probably the crux of TA's strategy. And then you can use Thunderclap, but yeah, with this Heartstopper aura, you can't get in close. You're gonna, if he maxes that out, that's gonna do a lot of damage. And we just have, they should be able to see that. And bottom lane is gonna be easy for Showmeister just to take control of. There's no reason why he shouldn't win this lane. And Paradox sitting in trouble again. Getting very low. And this Heartstopper aura, I mean, it's not going to stop his regen from the Tango, but look at what it's doing. It's slowing it by about 50%. So that's pretty big. And Q14 did go for return, or no, he hasn't got return yet. If he gets return, he should be able to stop this harass on him. But now he's too low to really get close enough for any to have any effectiveness. He should have it now. And does he get it? He should. Mid lane, we almost have a kill up on Paradox, but Brigada has eaten some tower hits. He will bottle up to back, and there's that Death Pulse. And the Heartstopper aura is just doing so much damage. It might actually get. Oh no! The shield tick. That was so close. And now Necrophos should probably get at least one in Sadist, but I think the Death Pulse should be a good first choice. No return chosen yet for Q14. He should really get this return damage, so at least he has some staying power. I don't really... At least one rank is good. Now Brigada's going up top. He's got the Bounty Rune top. We're getting some pings in from Team Arena. They're going to want to do a wraparound gank on Q14. He's already at half health. He has no return. There's the concussive shot. Follow up. Oh, wow. There's first blood going right to nobody, actually. So, not first blood yet. But still a pretty big kill. That's going to stop Centaur's farm quite a bit. He's going to be forced to run back to base. He does not... Yeah, he had just bought his boots, so no TP scroll up. And Paradox is just getting out. He's getting zoned out by Brigada. Rotating in from Frankenstein and Halfbot could be going mid. Leaving Sven to face off against Timbersaw, a matchup that he probably will not be very successful with. But Brigada now does not have much mana. This is where Necrophos, you need to get some ranks in Sadist, because if without that, his mana pool just depletes no time flat. He should be getting it soon. I would get it. I wouldn't go for the Reaper's Scythe at this point in time. It's not going to be very good for what you want to do. Q14 still no points in return. And although we have Sven sitting on top of the last hits, everything is going towards TA's favor. Brigada right now going right on Paradox. There's a wraparound gank from Dahaka and Kardashian. Paradox will fall. That goes to Necrophos. And Sven actually does pick up a kill on Timbersaw top while action was happening mid. So, Valhalla able to pick up a kill. Not exactly their priority, but I mean, it's better than nothing. Although Brewmaster was killed mid, which is big. I feel like Team Arena definitely walked away with that victory. And Sven, even though he picked up that kill, you can't get close to this Timbersaw. You're going to get buzzsawed every time. Every single time. And he has no fear, yeah. I mean, Menaflagon is just running right in there. No problemo, man. Gotta watch out for this courier, though. Brigada, instead, he's gone for a very aggressive Necrophos build, which really relies on picking up runes, which has not really happened for him. We have rotation coming in, right in on SG. Menaflagon jumps in, the excellent Timber Chain. One more shot's all he needs, and there is the Arcane Bolt to finish it up. And that kill is going to go. No! There was the. What was that? He didn't have a magic wand. He went up. His HP just. What? Okay. Well, anyway, it still zoned out Sven and Ancient Apparition, forcing them back so that Men of Flagon's able to pick up some farm, get himself some much-needed boots now. But Sven's already got his power treads, but Brigada, he's level 7 now compared to Paradox level 5. Now he's just got his 6. And here's going to be another rotation from Dahaka and Kim right onto Paradox. He probably knows it's happening. Yeah, they've got a ward up, so they can see that at least. But there's the concussive shot, and the range is pretty big. So if Paradox runs in there and he gets in vision, which he does right now, yeah, they wouldn't dive that far. I mean, even though Paradox has... Okay, there's a Thunderclap, but even though Paradox has died once before, he's still on the top of the last hits chart. If we look at top 5, it's 3 for Valhalla's in the top 5. But I mean, their fourth one is Centaur, and we have Paradox sitting at 26 last hits compared to Necrophos's 35. That's not exactly the best. Here comes Frankenstein rotating in, looking to get a kill up on Brigada, but just not able to. Brigada's a little bit speedy with those power treads, and we got brown boots on Ancient Apparition level 3 with level 6 finally on Paradox. There is no vision though. This could be bad. There's a Stampede follow-up, and there is the split. They're going balls to the wall on Brigada, and he does get cold-footed. Yeah, that does go to Brewmaster, so a revenge kill, picking that up. Much needed. If we look at the graphs there, yeah, that one kill did a lot of work for Valhalla, swinging the the gold in their favor, and the experience goes back to 0 with that. It's even now. So it's really kind of up on Necrophos. Needs to start rotating. He has Reaper's Scythe, and I think that every time you have it up, you should be going just to get one kill. That's where Necrophos really excels. If you can rotate around and just pick off kills every time that you Reaper's... Pardon me, your Reaper's Scythe is up every 100 seconds. That's basically a free kill if you get 3 or 4 people there. Stun up on Men of Flagon, and Halfbot could be there to the follow-up. No, and Flagon's out of there. Kind of weird to be talking about myself in the third person like that. We have an interesting rotation from Dahaka. I don't think Paradox knows. There is the fortification. We have double damage up on Brigada, and Patience from Kim Kardashian and Dahaka. Paradox knows something. He thinks, I don't know. They could do it right now. There's a concussive shot. First, we have the death pulse. There's a concussive shot. Wow, huge rotation coming in from everyone on Valhalla. Halfbot's there, gets the pick off on Kim Kardashian falls. Dahaka is able to run out of there, and Brigada just has to retreat. We now also have a rotation. Oh, homing missile followed Q14 halfway across the map. Meanwhile, top lane, SG is getting completely zoned out here by Timbersaw, Men of Flagon, and now we have a TP rotation from Frankenstein. Flagon's just gonna have to back off there. Necrophos still doing well against this Brewmaster. Even though he did get the kill, he's still 13 last hits ahead. Top of the last hit charts, of course, is Gyrocopter, followed by Sven, played by SG. Q14, still no return damage. He's gone instead for Stampede and full double edge. So gank heavy build. I think that's appropriate if you can get the initiation, but it depends on whether or not they can get it. There's a Stampede. Paradox is running right in on Brigada. Does get hit with the Thunderclap, and there is the split. No mana at all on Brigada. Kim Kardashian is here, but immediately gets put up in the waves. Fissure on the Broodlings, but not going to do much of anything. Kim Kardashian now going to be right-clicked down by these Broodlings, which do just so much work. Paradox now is forced to go back. There is the Chakram, does not connect. And again, Paradox just runs right in, uses the ultimate, gets the kill off on Necrophos, and Brigada just dies, even though he has TP support from 3 or 4. That Earth Panda, all you gotta do is just back him out of there, and Brewmaster always goes to him every single time. Unless he's killed, and it's really hard to kill that because he has magic immunity. So unless you have a lot of right-click damage, hold that thought. Q14 in big trouble. There is the call down. It should be enough. One more hit, he does get it. So Showmeister picks up a kill. Has the helm with the Dominator. Already has 1,000 gold in the bank. And with these kills, it's just kind of all over the board. It is really anybody's game. Now we have Reaper's Scythe does not kill Paradox. Used a little bit prematurely by Brigada. Tier 1 tower is quite low though, and they do not have... Oh, there's one more death pulse. Ought to be enough. No, wait. Ooh, it's a nail biter. Yes, it does. It does kill Paradox, but no experience. And there should be a death here from Brigada. No, close. By the skin of his teeth, he makes it out alive. Mid here, SG is top. SG is forced to run. Men of Flagon, however, hot on the tail, chooses to go the wrong way. SG is able to just to TP out and will be okay. Frankenstein's trapped in the fissure, nowhere for him to go. Action all over the map, really, as we look into this. The experience and the net worth are just swinging all over the place. They've crossed the line at least, yeah, it looks like 2 or 3 times. Here we have another Stampede from Q14. Target now is Showmeister. Paradox does have a split in 5 seconds. Not going to need it. He gets blown up. Double Edge. Takes off like half his health. And now Halfbot's running down there with the Vengeful Spirit. She's got smoke. She's smoked up. Kim Kardashian wisely backing off. Very scared. Dahaka kind of TP's in. There's still the Brew support, and he does not know that 4 are here. All 5 are here. There goes the Ruling, and they use the split almost for no reason. Men of Flagon is TP'd in there, and it's just going to be a bloodbath. Just feeding kills to Valhalla. That's not what you want to have happen if you're Team Arena. And 2 deaths, no retribution at all. No rebuttal, really, from Team Arena. Except for this push on mid tower, which isn't really going to do much. It's going to get it down maybe by about 10 or 15%, but now Brigada's got to watch out. 1 magic missile, not enough mana for that. So, little overestimating the mana pool for Vengeful Spirit, which is just pathetically low. Then Valhalla now is pulled ahead in team net worth, and it looks like inexperience, but the net worth is really kind of what matters right now at this point in the game. And if we look at the net worth charts, we still have Gyrocopter sitting at top of net worth, but he's trailed very closely by... Oh, wow, look at that ultimate, and Brigada's going to go down. No problem. No, wait, Paradox! There's the Reaper's Sight that does connect. Halfbot has to run away, and Necrophos actually is still killed by Brewmaster, but there's the Fissure Stone right on Halfbot. There should be enough damage. Yes, Men of Flagon's able to secure that kill. So... I mean, at the end of the day, they did get a high priority kill on the Necrophos, but they lost their Brewmaster before Necrophos died, and that's a Reaper's Scythe kill as well. So Brewmaster now down for 50 seconds, not going to be able to support his team, does not have his ultimate for another 40 seconds, so still doesn't really matter. Stampede from Q14 trying to get in on Kim Kardashian, but bad guessing all around, really. Now Frankenstein is in trouble. There's the Invis rune on Dahaka. Frankenstein's got to be careful. They're pinging him out. He knows Kim Kardashian is there, but I don't think he knows Dahaka is here. Now, they've decided to swing back to the top tier 1 tower. We'll see if they can make something happen on Q14 or on our Vengeful Spirit. Halfbot's got to be careful. They have put the ward down. It's a very aggressive ward, watching everything that's going on behind this tier 1 top tower. Brewmaster's back in 5 seconds. He will probably have his ultimate, yes, in 5 as well. So if he TP's in there, they've got to... I mean, Team Arena's got to be careful. And there's the Brewmaster TP, and he now has his ultimate. And there's the... Paradox is going to blink in. There's the clap and the split. There is... Yeah, you got to back away out of this one, Team Arena. There's a... Ice Blast on 3, kill off on Necrophos. Now we have Earthshakers put up in the Cyclone. He's going to die. There's no way out of that one, Dahaka. And Menaflagon is just forced to back out. I think, yeah, TA way overstayed their welcome there. They should have known that Brewmaster was TPing in. And now SG just getting completely free farm bottom. He's pulled away on the top of the net worth. Now has his Black King bar. Showmeister he's about halfway to his. Or 1/3 of the way. But top tower now is going to get some serious pressure from Valhalla, who have now pulled ahead in kills and keeping their lead in terms of net worth and experience. Nice fissure though from Dahaka. Now Q14 could, no. Chakram did not quite connect. But that Blink Brewmaster is just so good. I mean, at this point in the game, it's still anyone's fight. What really needs to happen is Gyrocopter needs to be a part of these fights. He can't do it until he gets a BKB, just because there's so much stunning and so much crowd control. And now Kim Kardashian could be in trouble. We have Showmeister running in. He has the Dominator. Nice Centaur stun on 2, keeping people off. SG's gonna fight right inside this. He doesn't care. BKB up and Showmeister dies in no time flat. Kim Kardashian also falls. We have Necrophos Brigadas running in for some reason. I would not want to run into 5 if I were anyone on Team Arena side, and it looked like a kind of a scattered rotation from Valhalla, but they ended up getting the kill. There's the blink stun from Q14. Now follow up from Sven, and Necrophos, Brigada just gets blown up. And Valhalla is now playing to their strengths, where they're roaming as 5, and they've got the blink support from everyone. There's blink in from on Dahaka, another blink from Paradox. You just can't stop these guys. They're going to be blinking everywhere. If you're Team Arena, you've really got to put the brakes on this and hold it down. Put up some wards, watch them defensively, only fight when it absolutely suits you. And as 5. There's a blink in from Q14, does not connect, but we have the Chakram out. It's going to go on half bot. They do get, Valhalla gets the tier 1 mid tower. Things are starting to swing favorably towards Valhalla. Now Sven has picked up his Mask of Madness. And we have, well, now they're starting to do dewarding. It's very, what they need to do. But we have so many items now picked up on Valhalla's side, and net worth is really starting to kind of slip away from this Gyrocopter, who needs farm, and he's about 700 gold away from his Black King bar. When he gets that, things might be different. But there's the blink in, there's a Bruling, and immediate call down. Kim Kardashian's in huge trouble. Follow-up Ice Blast is going right on to only Dahaka. Now the Earth Panda is going to be gone in a couple seconds. Stun up on Brigada. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get this Panda. No, there's the Stampede stun from Q14. Kills off Kim Kardashian. Paradox is there. Takes off Brigada as well. And I guess the Brewlings just stayed there for so long and drew so much aggression from Team Arena, thinking they could get a kill, that it allowed the rest of Valhalla just to run in from this direction. And with that, we've got a 5,000 experience and gold lead for Valhalla. Things are not looking good if you're Team Arena at this point in time. There's another blinking on Q14, right on Showmeister. Follow-up stun from Sven. No, there's the fissure and no BKB. Mega kill right now for SG. Just this tower is going to go down in no time flat if the God Strength stays on, which it will. This guy he's so tanky right now. He's got 1500 HP. There's Menaflagon. There's a stun right on here. Mystic Flare does absolutely nothing. Q14's a little bit low, but it should be okay. Nice fissure, or nice TP into the Echo Slam, but nothing really takes it. And then they use the Reaper's Scythe on a BKB'd up Sven. This is just weird. I don't know what I'm watching here. And Necrophos does get a double kill. So Valhalla, again, With 5, they were taken out. There was the I think the Echo Slam from Dahaka really did the most work here. But Q14's blink initiations, his blink stuns have been quite good. And Sven is just continuing to farm. He's got the double damage up. And he still has an 8-second BKB with the Mask of Madness. 1700 gold in the bank. Probably going to go for a Daedalus. And S&G actually went for a very unconventional build with the Great Cleave. I'm not sure if you get a cleave off on creeps if that procs reactive armor on Timbersaw. It'd be interesting to find that out. I don't think it would, actually, if it counts as a direct hit. So net worth and experience still highly favoring Valhalla at this point. And I was afraid of this. Like, they have so much initiation right now with Centaur and Brewmaster. They can basically pick and choose their fights. Q14 gets another kill on Kim Kardashian, and Showmeister also falls to Q14 down here. I'm not even sure what they were doing so far down when you are pushing so far into the tier 1 tower when you have just this amount of initiation for Valhalla. You've got blinks everywhere. I even think we have a... No, we don't have a blink yet on... No other blink on someone else, but not like it matters. Does you get a blink on Sven, I guess? Yeah, we have a blink Sven. So we have 3 blinks all on the melee heroes. If we take a look at the items right here, yeah, we only have the mechanism right on Brigada. Men of Flagon still working towards what appears to be a Bloodstone. And still no BKB up on Showmeister. He's been trying to build that for the past, I feel like 7 or 10 minutes. And very, very poor Dahaka and Kim Kardashian. We needed Dahaka to get his Blink Dagger to be effective. And there's another Blink Stun right up on Kim Kardashian. He's just goes down like a wet noodle. Or a wet paper bag, I suppose. Like something that's very easy to kill. Blink in, initiation from Paradox. There's the blue split. Brigada has no mana whatsoever to use. He will TP out and interrupted by the Cyclone. Brigada now has no recourse but to die. And top tier 1 tower will be the target. Excuse me. Yeah. That's the power of Brewmaster with those Brewlings. They just do so much damage. You kind of like I feel like people underestimate Brewmaster's damage and this amount of blink follow-up initiation. We have a TP coming in right onto Haka, like clowny TP, just trying to do a stun for some reason, and it just ends up feeding another kill. Only Showmeister is alive. You can't fight this 5-man team right now when they have so much blink initiation. It's just now we have a pipe picked up by Q14. Call down will probably take out the wave, delay the inevitable just a little bit, as Valhalla swings right back there to farming or pushing other lanes. We finally got the BKB up on Gyrocopter, but I just don't think he doesn't have enough damage now to put up to really seem like a threat. Yeah, he's only got 150 damage. Let's check out how much damage our Sven has. He's now sitting at the top of our net worth, by the way. Yeah, Sven, okay, so he's got about the same amount of damage, but if he has God Strength up, yeah, that's going to be it right there. Yeah, Gyrocopter just needs more damage. He's not going to have it. Roshan's almost down to half health here. Team Arena know this is happening. They need to be able to put up this big fight. We have the ults up on everyone, but no blinks initiation. Here comes Men of Flagon right in there with a Chakram. Very low on Roshan. It could go... SMG's probably going to pick this up. Yes, he does get it. Dahaka now in trouble. Mystic Flare does not catch anybody, but Halfbot does fall. SG's just wailing on Brigada. And now Showmeister will be his next target. SG's running right after. There's the stun, but does nothing. And Showmeister actually makes it out. There is no Stormhammer yet, but there's the blink and the last hit. Godlike for SG. Now Miniflagon's just trying to take him out. He can kite him out of this, so SG's got to be careful. There is the concussive shot, but there he also has the Aegis. So Aegis now consumed for Valhalla. SG back up to full. Will have his blink up in 1 second. If he blinks in on Miniflagon, this could be dangerous. He's going in. Balls to the wall. Not going to be able to get it. Way too deep. Echo Slam picks him off. 800 gold kill streak going for Dahaka. And that's a 5-man wipe, actually, for Valhalla. What a crazy fight. Okay, the fight recap doesn't actually tell the story at all. Still, though, Valhalla, even with all those ultimates, were able to kill off priority targets. They did give up the Sven kill, which is pretty huge. Because now, yeah, with that, Dahaka is able to pick up his Blink Dagger. Now he's going to be able to put up a good defense. I'm not sure about his TP rotations. They've been pretty questionable. But now you gotta watch out if you're Valhalla. Pushing in is going to be a lot more difficult. And with that Showmeister, still no damage. If you can farm effectively for about the next 5 or 10 minutes, you might be able to get something, but I'm not sure what you go with. Maybe Manta style, but that doesn't really give you much. It's a good damage item, but I don't think it's the best one for Gyrocopter. Maybe, yeah, Butterfly would probably be the best choice. It's just so expensive. But if you can get the Butterfly, you're going to be able to dodge all that right click from Sven, which is where all his damage is. Problem being, you have a lot of burst. That issue is solved right now with the BKB, but now that BKB, yeah, it was only used one time, so 9-second BKB on Gyro compared with a 6-second on Sven. Sven now does have his Crystallis, and he's got a Hyperstone, so going for the Assault Cuirass. If Gyrocopter is able to pick up this Butterfly, which I think he's going to go for, we'll see. It'll probably be the best choice for him. A lot of aggression though from Valhalla. We have SNG just leading the charge. He's gonna get concussive shot, but uses his Mask of Madness. Is fissured with the stun. Mystic Flare will take him down to about half. He's got to watch out. He's almost dead. There's the stun off on Miniflagon. Now SNG is just getting right back up. Holy crap. Reaper's Scythe does not do anything. The BKB effectively reduces that again. Dahaka uses Echo Slam, does not connect on anybody. Now will be the target. SNG's just running around right inside the cooldown. Still not enough damage. Dahaka could fall here to Q14. He's got to watch out. Yes, one right click is all he needs. And SG still alive after all of that. Manly player just running into 4, has no fear. And what I predicted wouldn't happen has now happened. Ancient Apparition has picked up his Ugandan Scepter. Now we see that it increases the duration. This is going to be brutal. While all this is happening, we have Paradox split pushing bottom. Mid is just getting pushed in slowly but surely by Valhalla with Q14 and Frankenstein. No Ice Blast on anybody, and now Q14 is forced to back out. Mystic Flare takes him down to about half. There's a concussive shot follow-up, and he's at about a 30 HP. But while all this was going on, bottom tower was destroyed by this catapult. And now we have top getting pushed in as well. So a lot of split push right now from Valhalla, just keeping Team Arena stuck inside their base. The 3 walls, I guess, as you want to call it. Wall 1, wall 2... Oops. And wall 3. And now we have Miniflagon is in trouble. He used the Timber Chain but did not get on anything. And yeah, when you're out that far and you can only basically farm this creep camp right here, not even this one, like it's even difficult to farm this creep camp because Valhalla's just got so much vision on you. Team Arena know that this ward is here. They just can't do anything about it because Valhalla is sitting out in their base at all times. And then another kill right on Kim Kardashian. Showmeister jumps right into death, uses the call down, no effect. Now Chase is going in on Brigada. Follow-up stun on SG and Halfbot. Brigada does fall to Centaur Warrunner. Return damage. And Centaur Warrunner blinks in, does not get initiation onto Haka. But 4 down now for Team Arena. Valhalla's alive. They've got a 20,000 lead in both categories, gold and experience. Mid tower is going to fall. Top tower is also getting pushed in. SG is low, but this guy does not care. And now we have Valhalla's focusing directly on these barracks, just zoning out Team Arena. We'll see if something does happen here. Menaflagon does throw in a chakram, easily dodged by Paradox. And there's a concussive shot. Blink in, right in on Kim Kardashian. Look at these Brewlings. They destroy him in no time flat. Dahaka's now running in. So much damage. I don't even know where his HP went. Either he has no HP or they just do that much. Q14 now stun up on Menaflagon. Catches him mid-timber chain. There is the Stormhammer just to clean it up. And Sven now is back on a killing spree. GG called by Kim Kardashian. And that game just exploded. I mean, these graphs don't really say how close it was in the beginning of the game. If we just look at this here, or now we can't, but they were all over the place. And if you look at it at the end, it was just, it looks like, oh, well. You know, Valhalla was just winning the entire time. And they weren't. Actually, they were losing until mid-game rolled around, and I was afraid of that when Brewmaster started to pull up, or pull into his full potential. So that was the first game of Valhalla versus Team Arena on match day 4 of ESL Razer ThinkFast League. We will be back shortly with game 2, find out if this will be a draw or a 2-0 victory.